Uncommon dads are physically present. That might seem like a kind of a weird thing to say at some level, but it's just amazing how many guys try to replace presents with a CE with presents with a TS. And you know, kids don't want dads, don't need dads who are going to give of themselves in terms of financial, that kind of thing. Only need that. They need dads who are going to give themselves, because you know, kids spell love T-I-M-E. One of the most common obstacles I hear guys talk about in terms of having their presence and being there with their kids, rather than giving their kids their presence, is, you know, that they're being a provider. And you know, I think there's a problem with that, because I think our culture's created a false dichotomy for dads. Because you know, good fathers, yeah, they provide, but providing has to be viewed from the perspective of not just material goods, but also physical goods, which is you yourself. And I think the other thing, candidly, if we're really honest with ourselves, sometimes when we're providing and doing that, it's not really about them, it's about us, because we made our identity, we've built our identity around our career or the esteem that we get in the public square. And the other things, frankly, sometimes we use that as a way not to have to connect, not to have to be there, not to have to be engaged the way that we need to, because at work you can control that environment, at home and it can be messy, and you can outsource some of that to mom. So you just have to make sure that you do everything you can not to fall into that false dichotomy. I mean, that providing only has one thing, that it's an economic construct. It really isn't. There's a physical construct. And I think for, you know, like for me as a guy who grew up without my dad, when I think about, you know, what was painful about that, it wasn't that the stuff I didn't get, it was that I didn't get him. That really is the lasting piece that really leaves the wound. So there's a unique opportunity that you have. And the other thing about that is, whether you're, you know, if you're an unemployed guy, it doesn't matter. You still have the ability to give presents. And the interesting thing and the amazing thing about that is that what you have the ability to give is actually what's most valuable.